hey, guess what? You can't, they're not sustainable. It doesn't make any sense. I would not do that. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Okay, so let's talk about diets.
Let's talk about that.
There's a lot of them. There are more diets now than there ever has been.
Fact.
But first, let's back up just a minute and just take a look at the overall weight loss industry. It's a huge business. It's an $80 billion a year business. I've been involved in this industry for 25 years, and there are more diets now than there ever has been.
Fact.
At the same time, there are more overweight and or obese people now than there ever has been.
Fact.
There's an increase in the number of people who have cardiovascular disease.
Fact.
Type 2 diabetes.
Fact.
Strokes, obesity-related cancers are on the rise.
Fact.
This obesity issue has a big impact on the overall health of our country. If you look at diabetes alone, there are 35 million people, approximately, these are approximate numbers, that are diabetic. Now, 90 to 95% of those people are type 2 diabetic. In other words, type 2 is due to lifestyle. Most of these people are overweight, aren't getting enough exercise. It's lifestyle. It's preventable. It's big time preventable. At the same time, there's 80 to 85 million people that are pre-diabetic. Most of those people don't even know that they're pre-diabetic.
You don't even know. You don't even know. You don't even know.
70% of those people at some point in time are going to become diabetic. It is this weight loss industry, and the effects on our health is a huge business. So again, going back to the diets, how many are there? Again, there's just so many. There's more diets. There's more diet food. There are more trends. There are more places to exercise. There's more awareness. But there's more and more people that are overweight. Per these numbers, 40% of the entire adult population clinically obese. Another 30 to 40% of the adult population is overweight. So 70 to 80% of the entire adult population is either overweight or obese. In other words, if you're not overweight or obese, you're in the minority. And that's certainly not a good trend, because again, this just keeps getting worse every single year, and it has for 40 some odd years, even though there are more diets and more awareness, more everything, but the problem keeps getting worse. So apparently what we're doing is not making a difference. What we're doing apparently is it's causing the problem to get worse, because the fact is it is. What diet do you choose? There's a lot of confusing information out there, and it's hard to make a decision.
I don't know what to do.
I mean, you've got Weight Watchers is a biggie, Nutrisystem, Jenny Craig, Atkins, Medifast, Noom. There's Paleo Diets. There's Keto Diets. Eat less carbohydrates. Eat less fats. Eat more fats. I mean, you're told a variety of different things. It's really hard to decide. So what are you going to do? What path are you going to go down? What are you going to choose? Who's going to help you make that choice, for that matter?
I don't know.
So let's take kind of a generic or a general look at some of these things, and I'll give you my opinion, what I would and or would not do. Okay, so I'm gonna just kind of go over some, again, general information. If we were to look at, diets on a singular basis, if you will, and critique them, I don't know where to really start or with which one, and it would take us a long time. Okay, so generally speaking, let me tell you what I would not do. How's that?
I say, let's do it!
So, number one, I would not do a diet that is a one-size-fits-all type of a program.
That makes sense.
In other words, everybody does the same thing, regardless of a person's age, their gender, any health issues, without any of that being taken into consideration. In other words, here's the diet, do it, here's the diet, do it, just as many people. Everybody does the same thing. It makes absolutely zero sense, and y'all know that.
That is true.
But that's what most diets are. They're one size fits all, just off the rack, off the shelf, bingo, do it. Doesn't matter who you are, where you are. So that you need to throw that right out the window. And if you do that, believe me, that's going to eliminate the majority of the diets. Number two, I would not do a diet that is based on buying prepackaged meals or meal replacement shakes, buying their protein bars. You got to buy their food, their product to lose weight, okay? I'm telling you, and you know this as well, that the purpose of the diet is to sell you that product, okay? That's the whole purpose in those types of diets. I would not touch that with a 10-foot pole. I've talked to so many people over the years. Their pantry's full of these prepackaged meals because, hey, guess what? You can't, they're not sustainable. It doesn't make any sense. I would not do that. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. I would do a diet that is supervised by either a physician or a certified health coach. I think that's very, very important. I think you need that supervision, not just from the clinical aspect, but from the support, the guidance, the education, the accountability. I think that is incredibly important. I would, that's where I would be looking, okay? You need that support, guidance, the expertise, and it needs to be done on an individual basis, okay? Not a one-size-fits-all. It's got to be a customized, fit program that's specifically for you based on your history, your medical history, your family history, underlying health issues, medication that you may be on, surgeries that you may have had. And the list goes on and on and on. But those things have got to be taken into consideration, okay? Now, another one that I would not do is, there's a lot of diets online, if you will. You don't get that support, you don't get that guidance, you don't get that expertise, you don't get that follow-up and accountability and such. Now, at the same time, a lot of these diets are going to tell you that you get that, but oftentimes it's just an automated system that's put in place for everybody that does their particular diet program, if you will.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie.
Those are some very general rules, but just applying those is going to eliminate a lot, but at the same time narrow down where you want to go. Hey, I hope you've enjoyed the content of this video as much as I've enjoyed making it, okay? And I mean that. Now, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications so you're one of the first to be notified of the next episode. Please like and comment on this video. Let me ask you a question. What is or what was your favorite Christmas gift? What's a gift that really comes back to you, if you will? Now also, don't forget, follow us on Instagram at Advanced Health Concepts. See you next time.